Principal Yonaka. The child is here.
Hi, hey, honey, hi, and hey, Mr. and Mrs. Hey, so nice to meet you guys. I am Yanaka. I am the principal here at our lovely, wonderful private school. As you know, you pay a lot of money for your child to be here, and we respect you and your time as well as your child and their time. And Miss Caitlin thought that this was a necessary conversation to have. So, if you can just explain a little bit about what's going on, Miss Caitlin.
Listen, now we always want to encourage students to have creativity, okay? That is no question in our minds. That is something we facilitate. We always want to facilitate creativity. But what your child has sent in is a little concerning. Now, can you please explain this? Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. It doesn't help either that your child keeps talking about these imaginary friends. All right. Number one of them is named Babamet. Okay. And yes, and your kid pulled me out at the start of the school rally. School rally. Okay.
Yes, as
Send
you
me
know,
this.
at this school, aptly named after me, we have our mascot, the wolf. And so on our spirit days, we require the children to show up in wolf ears. Now, your child has also not been showing up in wolf ears, but that's a discussion for later. So, can I see that drawing again, please, Miss Caitlin?
Of course. Of course.
So, there's a couple things that we really want to address about this paper.
More than a couple, but let's just keep it at a few.
So, I guess my number one issue is what's the deal with Principal Miss Yonaka Wolf? Is that supposed to be me? Or is that one supposed to be me? Or am I the goofy looking monster?
What region of hell are you from, demon child?
Okay. Why is Miss Caitlin not depicted in this photo?
I wouldn't know.
Why is your mom depicted in this photo? Okay. What does the pink represent? Mm-hmm. Okay, and this thing here, can you elaborate about that big monstrous thing in the center? Okay. Okay. And up here I see that this is you. What are you doing? Okay. Now, Mr. and Mrs., while I am a school principal and I am no counselor, I did get my first degree in psychology, okay? And so I just really need to ask, is your child having the proper creative outlets at home? What are we doing to inspire creativity at home? And how often do you guys spend time with your child? Miss Caitlin, are there any other questions or concerns, comments that you want to bring up?
Listen, I don't want to dock anybody's learning capabilities, but why is your 35-year-old child here at this school in the 5th grade?
Now, Miss Caitlin, I would like to remind you that we do not discriminate. As long as they pay tuition, everyone is welcome.
Damn tootin'.
Sorry, sometimes Miss Caitlin can get a little out of line. We only hire the highest level teachers with all of the money that we bring in from the tuition. What we really try to do at this school is go out into the streets.
They picked me
And
off the street.
that's what I'm trying to explain. Yeah. On the street, she was the best option. Yes, Miss Caitlin has an extensive list of qualifications. Isn't that right, Miss Caitlin? Can you let them know what some of your qualifications are?
I know how to smoke a lot of cones and a lot of doobies. I once had over 200 liters of vodka in one night, and I didn't barf more than once.
And these are impressive feats, okay? You can't find a woman like Miss Caitlin everywhere.
Sorry.
So, Miss Caitlin, can you explain a little bit about where they are in regards to the rest of the class right now and the learning and
See, when he stepped on a crack, he did not break his mother's back. But when I step on cracks, suddenly it's going to be the loss of a career of thousands of individuals.
Miss Caitlin, that wasn't quite the question. The question was about your child's progress versus the other students.
I don't know how this child does in the class. He's stupid. He makes his stupid little doodles. And Mama
Miss
has a
Caitlin,
coffee.
do remember that we try to be all inclusive with our students, and using gender neutral language is what we strive for
What did I
in
say?
this environment.
What did I say?
You said he.
Mm.
And at our school we don't really believe in he versus she. Again, we try to include everyone.
Yes,
at our
we're,
school.
we're weirdly progressive about gender identity here at the school, where they pick up teachers from off the streets. That's part of why I love to work here. And I'm kidding, the child is a fantastic child in all the classes. Or I'm just really bad at grading.
Right. So we just really wanted to address the behavioral.
Behavioral.
We just wanted to address the behavioral and creative concerns when it comes to the child. There's another thing I want to address. So for our Christmas party, all of the children were given these pretty paint markers to draw on ornaments, and what your child made is a little bit disturbing.
A little more than disturbing. That's coming from me.
So I'm just going to show you the ornament that your child made, okay? So can you explain this writing to us, please? Because we're not able to quite make sense of these words. Okay. So, just like I thought, it's Russian.
We don't accept the commies here.
We don't. So, again, at this school, we strive for excellence. We strive for inclusivity. But what we will not have is a student promoting communism and Soviet propaganda at our school. Oh, okay. So these are the names of composers, is what you're telling me? That's Rachmaninoff. And he was born before the start of the Soviet Union? Okay, no. We have a whole class here actually on Western music and music theory and music history. I would know if any such man was born. No, we're not part of any districts. In fact, this school isn't even accredited. But trust me, we are providing the the top tier education here to your child. Why are we in our house? You drop your child off here every day to come to our school. You've never been on campus? Back to the matter at hand, your child and their unruly behavior, okay? So, what have we tried at home to get the child's behavior in line? And is that working? I didn't quite think so, no. I didn't think so. So, like I said, we do our best to offer advice to the parents here and trying to, keep the child on the right track. Have you tried physical punishment? Physical punishment. Miss Caitlin, could you provide an example? Okay, no, so you've never hit the child. Okay. So I'm going to recommend one ass whoop in a week. That sounds absurd to you. My mom did it and I'm just fine. Ma'am, I'm wearing the wolf ears for pride. For school pride.
Be who you are for your school pride.
So, Miss Caitlin, are you going to share the notes before the parents leave today?
Oh, do you actually want me to?
If they are to be shared.
I'll let you have a look.
Okay. So, these are just some quick takeaways from today, okay? Yeah. And we'll send you guys a